Hello, I'm Dr. Linda Harrison. For over 2 decades, I've had the privilege of caring for our nation's seniors, helping them navigate the changes that come with age. My passion is to empower you with simple, practical knowledge to live a vibrant, comfortable life. Today, I want to talk about something that affects millions of men, often in silence: prostate health. Did you know that eating the wrong 4 common vegetables could actually make your prostate problems twice as bad? It's a surprising truth. But here's the wonderful flip side. There are also 4 simple vegetables that, if you eat them every day, can help calm your prostate, reduce inflammation, and let you finally get a full, uninterrupted night's sleep. I know that might sound shocking, but please, stay with me. By the end of our time together, you'll know exactly which vegetables to avoid and which ones to welcome onto your plate for a healthier, happier prostate. If you're a man over 50, you probably know the feeling all too well. Waking up 2, maybe 3, or even more times a night, stumbling to the bathroom. You're met with that weak stream, that constant, nagging urge, that feeling of pressure that never seems to fully go away. It's frustrating, it's utterly exhausting, and let's be honest, sometimes it can even feel embarrassing. I want you to know something incredibly important. You are not alone in this. Millions of men all across America, from the sunny shores of Florida to the plains of Texas, live with an enlarged prostate, a condition doctors call BPH. And here is the truly good news. The food you eat can make a profound, positive difference. Today, I'm going to guide you, step by step. Together, we'll uncover the 4 vegetables that can quietly make things worse. And then we'll celebrate the 4 amazing vegetables that can help your prostate relax and function the way it's supposed to. But first, let's answer the big question. Why does food matter so much when it comes to your prostate? The simple truth is this: your prostate is highly sensitive to inflammation. Think of inflammation as a small, smoldering fire inside your body. When your body is inflamed, your prostate gland swells up like a sponge. That swelling puts direct pressure on your bladder, and that's what triggers the alarm bell that sends you running to the bathroom all night long. Now, what causes that internal fire? A great deal of it comes directly from the fork at the end of your hand. Too much sugar, far too much salt, and too many processed foods all add fuel to that inflammatory fire. They throw your hormones out of balance, they make your body retain excess water, and they keep your prostate in a constant state of swollen irritation. On the other hand, vegetables can be either your worst enemy or your very best friend. Certain vegetables can actually increase this irritation, while others are packed with natural compounds that reduce inflammation and protect your prostate cells. Think of it this way: every single bite you take is a choice. It's either a choice that helps your prostate shrink back to a comfortable size, or one that makes it swell even more. And that's precisely why knowing the difference between the worst 4 and the best 4 vegetables is such a powerful tool for your health. In just a moment, I'll reveal the first vegetable on our avoid list. It's one that sounds healthy, but in its most common form, it actually makes your prostate flare up. Most men I talk to in my clinic never suspect it. Let's start with vegetable number 4 on the list: to limit. This one often surprises people. It's tomatoes, but not the fresh, vine-ripened kind you might slice for a summer salad. I'm talking about processed tomato products: ketchup, pizza sauce, and those big jars of pasta sauce you find lining the aisles of every grocery store from New York to California. Now, here's the crucial distinction. Fresh tomatoes can actually be wonderful for you. They contain a powerful antioxidant called lycopene, which is known to support prostate health. But once they're cooked down and processed into a sauce or condiment, the story changes dramatically. These processed tomato products are almost always packed with hidden sugar, salt, and preservatives. Sugar is a primary fuel for inflammation throughout your body. Salt makes your body hold on to extra fluid, which increases pressure on your bladder. Preservatives can act as direct irritants. When all of that builds up, your prostate feels the squeeze. Think about it: that extra squirt of ketchup on your burger, that big plate of spaghetti piled high, with a heavy, sugary tomato sauce. It may taste comforting at the moment, but for your prostate, it's quietly adding to the swelling and setting you up for more nighttime bathroom trips. I'm not saying you can never enjoy these foods again, but if you're struggling with prostate issues, Being mindful and cutting back on ketchup, commercial pizza sauce, and jarred tomato sauces can make a very real difference. And don't worry, later on I'll show you wonderful vegetables that help calm that inflammation instead of making it worse. But first, let's move on to the next culprit. Vegetable number 3 is one most of us grew up eating, and it's often seen as a harmless staple. But for your prostate, it tells a different story. Now, let's talk about vegetable number 3, corn. Most of us have fond memories of it. Corn on the cob at summer barbecues, a warm bucket of popcorn at the movies. It feels familiar, wholesome, and completely harmless. But when it comes to your prostate, corn can quietly and consistently cause problems. Here's why. Corn is very high in starch. Once you eat it, that starch very quickly turns into sugar in your body. And as we've discussed, sugar is one of the main drivers of inflammation. Remember our analogy of the smoldering fire? Eating a lot of corn is like tossing kindling onto it. More inflammation means a more swollen prostate, which means more pressure on your bladder, more urgency, and more unwanted trips to the bathroom. Popcorn can be even trickier. It's not just the corn itself. It's the butter-flavored oils, the chemical additives, and the heavy-handed dose of salt that almost always come with it. That combination sends your blood sugar soaring, makes your body retain water, and can directly irritate your bladder. Now, does this mean you can never enjoy corn again? Not necessarily. A small serving of fresh corn on the cob once in a while probably won't hurt. But if you're eating corn regularly, especially in the form of processed foods like corn chips, sweetened corn cereals, or foods containing high fructose corn syrup, your prostate is paying the price. The bottom line is simple. Reducing corn in your diet is a straightforward way to help lower inflammation and ease the pressure on your prostate. In just a moment, I'll reveal vegetable number 2, a food that many people believe is perfectly healthy because it's so often served with sandwiches and burgers. But for your prostate, it can be a hidden trigger. Vegetable number 2 is pickles. They look so innocent, don't they? They're crunchy, full of flavor, and add a nice zest to a meal. Many people add them to sandwiches or burgers without a second thought. But for men with an enlarged prostate, pickles can create real trouble. The main reason is salt. Pickles are soaked in brine, which is essentially just water loaded with an enormous amount of sodium. When you eat them, your body holds on to that extra sodium. And what does that mean for you? More fluid retention. Imagine your body as a sponge. All that salt makes it soak up and hold on to extra water. This increases the overall fluid pressure in your system, which puts more pressure on your bladder and causes more irritation for your already sensitive prostate. High salt intake also directly contributes to higher blood pressure. That extra strain on your entire cardiovascular system can make those nighttime trips to the bathroom even more frequent and urgent. And it's not just about the salt, either. Most commercial pickles also contain vinegar and artificial preservatives. These acidic compounds and chemicals can irritate the delicate lining of the bladder, which makes the urge to urinate feel even stronger and more constant. Now, I know pickles are a common side dish, and many men truly enjoy that satisfying crunch. But if you are dealing with prostate symptoms, cutting down on salty pickles can bring noticeable relief. Even small changes, like leaving them off your daily sandwich, can help ease irritation and allow your prostate to settle down. And remember, this journey isn't about forbidding yourself from ever enjoying your favorite foods again. It's about making conscious, informed choices that give your body the best possible chance to heal and stay comfortable. Next, let's move to vegetable number 1. This one surprises many people because it's often promoted as a pinnacle of health, especially in plant-based diets. But for the male body, and especially for the prostate, it can cause a kind of hormonal confusion you definitely don't want. Vegetable number 1 to avoid is processed soy. On the surface, soy sounds incredibly healthy. Many people think of it as a great source of protein, and it's used as the base for countless plant-based foods. But when soy is highly processed, it can actually create significant problems for the prostate. Here's the scientific reason why. Soy contains compounds called phytoestrogens. These are naturally occurring plant-based chemicals that have a structure similar to the hormone estrogen, and they can act a little bit like estrogen in the human body. For men, especially men who already have an enlarged prostate, having too much of this estrogen-like compound can throw the body's delicate hormonal symphony out of balance. Instead of keeping testosterone levels steady and in their proper ratio, it can confuse the system. That hormonal imbalance may contribute to making prostate swelling worse. It's not just the soybeans themselves. The bigger concern comes from heavily processed soy products. I'm talking about things like soy protein isolate powders, the fake meat substitutes like soy burgers and soy hot dogs, soy-based snacks, or even many energy bars. These foods often contain highly concentrated forms of soy, along with artificial flavorings and other additives that can magnify the hormonal effect. Now, I want to be very clear about something. A small serving of traditional, minimally processed soy, like a bit of organic tofu or fermented soy, such as miso or tempeh, is very different. Those are natural forms that have been eaten in moderation for centuries in other cultures. The real problem comes from the highly processed versions that now dominate the shelves in American supermarkets. For men over 50, especially those already dealing with BPH, cutting back significantly on processed soy is a very smart choice. By avoiding it, you give your hormones a chance to find their natural rhythm and your prostate a chance to finally calm down. So far, we've talked about the 4 vegetables that can quietly make your prostate symptoms worse: processed tomatoes, corn, pickles, and processed soy. But now for the great news. There are also vegetables that work in the exact opposite way. They can actively reduce inflammation, support healthy hormone balance, and protect your long-term prostate health. In the next section, we'll uncover 4 of the best vegetables you can eat every single day to help your prostate function better. Let's start with vegetable number 4 on our best list: broccoli. This simple, common green vegetable is one of the most powerful allies your prostate can have. It's a true nutritional powerhouse. Broccoli contains a remarkable natural compound called sulforaphane. Now, don't worry about the complicated name. It's simply a special nutrient found in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. What really matters is what it does. Sulforaphane acts like a master switch in your body, helping to turn on your natural antioxidant defenses. It helps your body fight inflammation at a cellular level and protects your cells from damage. For your prostate, that translates to less swelling, less irritation, and better long-term health. In fact, there is compelling research from respected institutions showing that men who eat broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables regularly have a significantly lower risk of developing aggressive prostate cancer. That's how strong its protective effect can be. And the best part is that broccoli is so easy and versatile to prepare. You can steam it until it's tender crisp, roast it in the oven with a little olive oil until the edges get nutty and delicious, or toss it into a quick stir fry. Just be careful not to drown it in heavy cheese sauces or butter, because that cancels out many of the benefits. A light seasoning of heart-healthy olive oil, a little minced garlic, or a squeeze of fresh lemon is more than enough to make it delicious. Simply adding broccoli to your dinner plate a few times a week is a powerful step to support your prostate, calm inflammation, and give your body the crucial nutrients it needs to stay strong. Next, we'll look at vegetable number 3. This one is another leafy green that's packed with vitamins and antioxidants, and it helps your body fight prostate stress from a different, but equally important, angle. Vegetable number 3 on our best list is kale. This dark leafy green has become incredibly popular in recent years, and for very good reason. It's one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables on the planet, and it offers real, tangible support for your prostate health. Kale is absolutely packed with a wide array of antioxidants, including vitamin C and vitamin K. These antioxidants work like a team of tiny bodyguards for your cells, protecting them from the damage caused by oxidative stress and actively calming the fires of inflammation. For your prostate, that means less swelling and a healthier internal environment overall. It's also exceptionally rich in fiber. This is important for 2 reasons. First, fiber helps your digestion run smoothly, which prevents constipation and reduces physical pressure in the lower abdomen. Second, a high-fiber diet helps keep your blood sugar levels much more stable. When your blood sugar isn't constantly spiking and crashing, your hormones, including testosterone, stay more balanced. A balanced hormonal state means your prostate feels far less stress. The great thing about kale is how flexible it is. You can tear it up and add it to a morning smoothie, use it as a robust base for a salad, or saute it lightly with olive oil and garlic for a quick and healthy side dish. Even adding a handful a few times a week can give your body what it needs. If you've never tried kale before, don't be intimidated. A great way to start is to mix it with other greens you already enjoy, like romaine lettuce, or to chop it finely and add it to soups or stews. Over time, your taste buds will adjust, and your prostate will definitely thank you for it. Coming up next is vegetable number 2. It's not a leafy green this time. In fact, it's something you almost certainly already have in your kitchen right now. They are everyday ingredients with exceptionally powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Vegetable number 2 is actually a pair that works best together: onion and garlic. They may seem humble and simple, but these two have been used for centuries as natural medicine, and for good reason. When it comes to your prostate, they can make a real, noticeable difference. Onions and garlic are full of powerful sulfur compounds, like allicin in garlic and quercetin in onions, that are renowned for their ability to fight inflammation. They also have a wonderful effect on your circulatory system, helping to improve blood flow throughout your body. Better blood circulation means a more efficient delivery of vital nutrients and oxygen to your prostate tissue. This improved circulation helps reduce congestion, which in turn leads to less swelling and more comfort for you. There are even scientific studies showing that men who regularly include plenty of onion and garlic in their diet have a lower risk of developing prostate enlargement in the first place. That's because these foods help to bolster and balance the body's natural defenses, reducing the specific kind of low-grade, chronic irritation that leads to prostate trouble over time. The best part is, you don't have to eat them raw if that feels too strong for you. Gently cooking them still preserves many of their powerful health benefits. Get into the habit of adding chopped onions to your soups, salads, and chilies. Use freshly minced garlic whenever you saute vegetables or season your meat. Small amounts, eaten often, can build up a significant protective effect over time. So the next time you're cooking dinner, think of onion and garlic not just as flavor enhancers, but as powerful, delicious medicine for your prostate. And now let's move to our number 1 spot. This one is a little different. It's a powerful combination of a unique fruit and a nutrient-rich vegetable. Together, they provide some of the strongest natural support you can find for your prostate health. Our number 1 choice is a powerful combination: pomegranate and spinach. They may seem like an unlikely pair, but together they deliver some of the strongest, most scientifically backed natural support for your prostate. Let's start with the pomegranate. This incredible fruit is loaded with a special class of antioxidants called polyphenols. These special plant compounds are amazing at fighting inflammation and protecting your cells from damage. In fact, exciting research has shown that pomegranate juice can help slow the rise of PSA levels. That's the marker doctors use to measure stress and inflammation in the prostate. That means it's not just a refreshing drink. It's actively working to help your prostate stay healthier. Now, let's look at spinach. Spinach is one of the very best sources of magnesium and a host of plant-based antioxidants. Magnesium is a vital mineral that helps your muscles relax, including the smooth muscles around your bladder and prostate. When those muscles are calmer and less tense, you feel less of that constant pressure and fewer of those sudden, urgent trips to the bathroom. Spinach also gives you iron for energy, vitamin K for bone health, and fiber, all of which support your overall energy and digestion. A healthy digestive system reduces strain on your lower body, which can also indirectly ease prostate discomfort. The easiest way to enjoy these two together is in a simple morning smoothie. A large handful of fresh spinach, a splash of 100% pure pomegranate juice, about half a cup, maybe some berries for extra sweetness and fiber, and a scoop of plain yogurt. That's a prostate-friendly powerhouse drink you can enjoy every morning. Or you can simply keep them separate. Enjoy a big spinach salad for lunch and a small glass of pure pomegranate juice with your dinner. By making these small, delicious changes, you're not just avoiding the foods that can hurt your prostate. You are actively nourishing it with the very foods that help it heal, calm down, and function so much better. Now, you've seen the full picture. 4 vegetables to avoid, and 4 to add to your daily life. But here's the thing. Knowing what to eat is only part of the story. How you combine these foods into your daily meals makes all the difference. In the next section, I'll show you a simple, delicious meal plan that puts all of these prostate-friendly choices into action. Now that you know which vegetables to avoid and which to embrace, let's put it all together into a practical plan. I'll share a simple meal plan you can start using right away. There's nothing fancy here, just easy, delicious meals that support your prostate every single day. Let's begin with breakfast. One of the absolute best ways to start your morning is with that smoothie we just talked about. In a blender, combine 1 large handful of fresh spinach, about a half cup of pure pomegranate juice, a half cup of frozen berries, and a scoop of plain Greek yogurt for protein. This gives you fiber, antioxidants, and protein without any added sugar. It's light, refreshing, and incredibly gentle on your prostate. For lunch, think simple and balanced. A big kale salad topped with grilled chicken breast or a piece of baked salmon is a perfect choice. Add some thinly sliced red onions for extra flavor and that anti-inflammatory power. A simple drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice is all you need for a dressing. It's wonderfully filling, but it won't weigh you down or make you feel sluggish. At dinner, make a point to include broccoli as a side dish. Steam it lightly or roast it with some minced garlic and a little olive oil. Pair it with a lean protein like baked cod, skinless turkey, or a small lean steak. This way, you're getting that powerful sulforaphane from the broccoli, healthy fats from the olive oil, and clean protein to keep your body strong and satisfied. For snacks, it's time to skip the corn chips and salty pickles. Instead, try a handful of raw almonds or walnuts, or perhaps an apple with a small slice of cheddar cheese. These choices are gentle on your blood sugar and won't irritate your bladder. Do you notice something important here? You don't have to give up flavor. You don't have to eat strange, complicated foods you've never heard of. You're just making small, smart swaps that dramatically reduce inflammation and give your prostate the very best chance to calm down. When you follow this kind of meal plan, even just most of the time, you may be amazed at the improvements you notice in just a few weeks. Fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, less pressure and urgency, and more energy during the day. And please remember, this is not about being perfect. It's about progress. Every single healthy choice you make adds up, and your prostate will thank you for it. Up next, I want to give you one final, crucial tip. Even if you eat all the right vegetables, there are certain common drinks that can completely undo all of your progress. Many men don't realize it, but just 1 glass of the wrong beverage in the evening can make their prostate swell overnight. Let's talk about that next. We've now covered the 4 vegetables that can quietly make your prostate symptoms worse, and the 4 incredible vegetables that can help calm inflammation and support your health every single day. You also saw how to build them into a simple, effective meal plan that works in real life. But before we finish, there's something incredibly important you should know. Even if you avoid the wrong foods and eat all the right ones, just 1 single drink can undo your progress. Many men don't realize this. They sip it in the evening thinking it's harmless or even healthy. But for the prostate, it can be a disaster. Some of these drinks cause a sudden spike in inflammation. Others directly irritate the bladder lining. The result? More swelling, more pressure, and more of those frustrating nights spent running back and forth to the bathroom. That's why I've made another video where I walk you through the 3 absolute worst drinks for prostate health. If you've ever wondered why your symptoms seem to come back with a vengeance even when you're trying to eat well, this could be the missing piece of the puzzle. So, don't stop here. Your journey to relief is not over. Click on the video showing on your screen right now, and let me guide you through the drinks that every man over 50 should avoid. You've taken a huge first step today. Now, let's make sure your wonderful progress isn't destroyed by what's in your glass. The most valuable lesson I hope you take away today is one of empowerment. Your health is not just something that happens to you as you get older. It is something you can actively shape and improve every single day with the choices you make at your dinner table. Small, consistent changes truly do lead to big, life-changing results. You have more control than you think. I would love to hear from you. What is one change you're inspired to make after learning this information? Please take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story and your commitment could be the spark of inspiration that someone else needs to see today. And if you found this information helpful, please subscribe to the channel for more health tips and share this video with the men in your life, your friends, your brothers, and your sons. Together, we can help more men find relief and reclaim their health and vitality.